America, and hello, world. Good morning, our dear Philippines. Welcome to our The Teacher Voice. This is an hour show that aims to give teachers the opportunity to talk on air about their unforgettable journey, thrilling adventures, share their splendid wisdom to inspire and give hope to our listeners and viewers. This show airs by the Philippine Las Vegas radio station located in the heart of Las Vegas every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And in the Philippines, it's Sunday, 9 in the morning. I am Teacher Judy, your host, and my co hosts for tonight are Teacher Pasita Ross from New
Hello.
York and our dear Tita Josie Harrison from Las Vegas. Mga co-host ko na mga titas, before we will proceed sa program natin, I think let us greet our teachers all around the world. How about that?
Okay.
Great idea. Sige, Josie, go start.
O sige, ako muna. Iba-iba ang time zone natin, ano? Dito sa Las Vegas, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang lahat. Magandang araw. Yan na lang ang i-greet ko sa inyo. Sana huwag kayong magsawang magsubaybay sa aming Teacher Voice kasi ang aming layunin ay para maging station talaga ng mga information kung anong kailangan nyo malaman, ang pagpunta rito, ang mga guidance namin sa inyo, at ang mga kinukumbida naming mga teachers ay talagang punong-puno ng magagandang history. Thank you for staying with us. Welcome.
Thank you, Tita. Teacher Pasit.
Yes, and in addition to what Josie has said, which is really very nice and encouraging, I would like to greet all the teachers everywhere in the whole world, kung saan man kami umaabot, ano? And I would like to bless you and hope that that our show will help inspire you, lalo ngayong medyo we are in a very dire situation
True.
regarding the pandemic.
Yes.
But of course, kapit lang tayo. You will be able to do it. Good
That's
luck.
right.
True. And also, I want to greet my family back home. They're in Negros Occidental, Bacolod City, and also to my dear teachers, co-teachers that I had before. And we want you to be safe, and we just trust the Lord that we will be able to surpass these challenges.
Very good.
Exactly.
Very good.
And this afternoon, I have a very special guest.
That's
I
right.
would like to introduce you this woman, the founder and owner of Amicus KOI Solutions, a woman-owned business registered in USA, Australia, and Philippines as Microsoft solution partner. Her main focusing is education program, cloud solution, mixed reality, artificial intelligence,
Oh,
and
wow.
small medium business solutions. Rhodora is a graduate of Philippine Normal University in BSE Ed. Ooh. And she pursued Master of Education but did not complete due to family migration to Sydney, Australia. She has completed Master of Business Administration, major in management at Strayer University, and Master of Engineering in Cyber Security Compliance and
Wow.
Policy at George Washington University in Washington, D.C., USA. Rhodora held various project management positions within a major international telecommunication software consulting company and airline industry. She has successfully been involved in project management and education transformation programs in Australia, French Polynesia, territories, yes, North America, Europe, Middle East, and Philippines. Wow, this is so very rich. Rhodora's advocacy is the bridge the gap in technology for educators and learners. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Maria Rhodora Santos, who is going to tell us about this technology that I mentioned just a while ago. Hi, Rhodora.
Hello,
Magandang hapon po.
welcome.
Welcome to the
Good
show.
afternoon. Yes. Wow, it's our pleasure to see you. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Maraming pong salamat.
Maraming salamat. Where
Reflection
are
niyo
you
po
right
ako, di po
now?
ba?
Yeah, where are you right now?
I am currently in Sydney, Australia, because we got locked down last year. So I was in Philippines training our PNU educators.
Oh.
And when our President Duterte has announced that he will lock down March 15, I decided to fly muna here kasi my mother and my brothers are here.
Oh,
Peace of mind.
okay.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
So the family, your own family is there in Australia right
Yeah.
now.
Yes, I have a brother in San Diego, but they're all here now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So it's nice. Thank you very much that you say yes to us. Alam nyo, tita, when we had conversation, because I think busy din siya, it's very hard. This woman is very, very
Yeah,
busy.
very busy.
With all the accomplishments and right now working, whatever you are working right now, projects here and there. We want to know that project that you have. What is this technology that you are having? The business you have.
Okay,
Greet.
so
Mag-greet muna siya. Greet muna. Yeah.
Ay, I'm sorry, Rhodora. Okay,
Right.
Rhodora, it's your turn to
To
greet.
greet family.
maraming pong salamat sa pagkakataon na binigay niyo sa akin. It is my pleasure to be part of you, and it's my pleasure to be able to reach out sa ating mga educators.
Yes.
Kasi I graduated nga 1984, kaya kalkulahin niyo lang edad ko po. Sa PNC. Tuwing sasabihin ko po na PNC, sasabihin nila, Ma'am, PNU na po ngayon.
Yeah,
So
that's
sasabihin
good.
ko sa kanila, o sige, i-calculate nyo na lang po yung edad ko. And then, I guess once you are an educator, you'll always be an educator. And I am so blessed with having a good background in organization skills and everything with my professors when I was in PNC at that time. And so marami pong salamat at hello po sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa ating istasyon at marami pong salamat at binibigyan nyo ng malaking importansya ang ating mga educators.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That is our
Pagkakataon na ito.
advocacy. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for appreciating it. Thank you.
Opo.
Okay. So, tell us about this technology that you are helping also teachers.
Ang nangyari po is that when we migrated to Australia, I shifted muna sa technology. Pero sabi ko nga po, once you're an educator, you'll always be an educator, no?
Yeah, that's
And I always wanted to train people, help others, and it's just so happened that I am so comfortable sa technology. So when I was in Philippines noong 2018, I was invited, and sa United States po, I've been part of the Microsoft ecosystem since 2002. So I enjoyed the way Microsoft is displaying and things that they are doing for educators and more so students. So sabi ko po, with my knowledge, why don't I help our educators?
Mhm.
I empower educators with the technology kasi po kahit naman tayo magkaroon ng natawag na artificial intelligence, base po sa aming mga pag-aaral, educators lang at saka education ang very solid ang kanilang pagkakataon sa buhay kasi we needed ethical obligations ng mga tao at ganon po ang ginagawa ko. So ang mga teachers, kahit po walang technology, they can teach. But sila rin ang nakakaalam ng content ng curriculum.
Correct.
So, ang sabi ko po sa kanila is that why don't we bridge this gap with young generations? Alam nila kaagad ng technology, di po ba? Pero ang content po, teachers lang ang nakakaalam. Ang mga assessment, teachers lang ang nakakaalam. Sila po ang makakapagsabi for all of this process. So when in 2018, I decided now why don't I open my business where I will be able to support the educators the way I wanted to support them. And so far ho, I've been very blessed at nagkaroon po ako ng pagkakataon na turuan ang ating mga educators lalo na sa Pilipinas. So when I went home po, I went to different regions sa atin kasi I reach out to the SBS and the mayor kasi sila naman po ang makakaalam ng budget, di po ba?
Yeah.
So far ho, I've been helping private schools, Department of Education, and also the mga CHED, mga college, universities po.
Okay. So in effect, Rhodora, you are still a teacher kasi nagtuturo ka sa kanila, but this time specifically about technology. Tama ba ako?
Opo, using the technology in the classroom.
Okay.
Kasi,
So ano-ano ang mga, ako medyo naguguluhan kasi hindi ako masyadong technologically savvy, no? Alam mo naman, matanda, retired na pa ako. Excuses. Anyway, ano exactly ang itinuturo mo sa kanila? Yung para bang ako estudyante mo, turuan mo ko from the beginning up to a certain point lang. Huwag naman kasi hindi natin matatapos ito buong ano. Okay. Sige, just a start. Okay.
So ang nangyayari po dahil COVID-19 has forced us into, sabihin natin, 21st century has been around for a long time, di po ba? And then for whatever reason, we're not very reluctant to embrace it, for good or for bad. But then last year, because of the COVID-19, we were enforced to be there.
Right.
Walang practice, walang sinabi na magplano tayo, mag-isip natin kapag paano gagawin. Wala pong ganun. And education is, I would say, education is bigger than COVID-19. Ano po? It allows us to focus. It allows us to have something that we can control over. COVID, we are not in control. But having education, we can control. So what I do po is that in absence of the face-to-face, lalo na sa Philippines, and dito sa Australia po sa amin ngayon, we're locked down. So I'm teaching the educators that kahit po, just utilizing the technology that we have, that they can still continue teaching, kagaya po ng ginagawa natin ngayon. Kasi meron tayong lockdown, hindi tayo makapagpunta sa eskwelahan, but it doesn't mean that we are stopping, di po ba? But having the technology, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, lahat po ng mga technology available, educators will do everything para mapagpatuloy ang learning, mentoring, coaching, and helping each other. So ako po ay tinutulungan ko sila from the point of view of creating their lesson plan. Okay. They used to have physical notebooks. Now they have digital notebooks. And then so now they can share the information. They can meet with their students. They have quizzes now, online quizzes, and then they will have assessment. So a small time na imbis na check-in pa ng teacher isa-isa, now it's online and hopefully it's giving them some leeway of their time. So utilizing the technology that we have. But right now I'm focused on Microsoft Education Platform.
Okay. Thank you, Rhodora. But Tita, I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Rhodora. Microsoft, what are some apps or content of Microsoft programs that you are using for learning and teaching?
So we are using the Microsoft Teams as a digital hub. So instead of educators trying to say, okay, so where will I find my information? So what we do is that we are putting everything in the electronic form. So instead of them having different physical folders, na dahil po sa mga lockdowns, hindi sila nakakapunta sa mga eskwelahan.
Correct.
So now we're transitioning them into a digital form. So things like the applications that we're so familiar with, like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint presentation, Excel, and more. Because now the applications that we have, we always like to use Microsoft PowerPoint, but there are a lot of like what we call immersive reading. So immersive reading, because now we are more on a diverse na po tayo, di pa po? Lalo na sa iba-ibang bansa, mayroon iba-ibang national dialect, may iba-ibang language. pero the system can now translate it to the language ng mga participants. So if we use it in United States as a base, we have so many diverse culture, and trying to find somebody to translate the lesson for you is very difficult. So ngayon po, the system and the applications that we also love and familiar with, now meron na tayong tinatawag na immersive reading na the system will automatically translate it for you.
Oh.
And it gives you that, and then we are finding that based on our studies that there are learners that that could not read, not because they don't want to read, but because we're finding that some of them has dyslexia, some of them has reading coordination problem.
Correct.
So all of our applications now has a what we call accessibility portions. And
Which
for us
means-
before, which allows the educators one to record their lesson, so that learners that wanted to hear it again,
Okay,
the
okay.
teacher does not have to repeat it 50
Right,
times.
right.
Po.
Uh-huh.
Ayun, yung po mga ganon pong
Okay,
mga
okay, okay. Uh-huh.
tools na meron tayo.
Uh-huh. When
Okay,
you
Tita Josie?
When you form or when you put this all together, is it all from your resources, or is there such application that you go to Microsoft, right? You go
Microsoft,
through them.
Apo.
So is there a collaboration with them? Do they have any guidelines or program, or is it all came from you?
What happened is, because I'm a Microsoft Global Training Partner, we are utilizing, and Microsoft has written, there is a very slew of library, and it's geared for Microsoft Educator. And what it has is that it gives them the content, the learning objective, based on each country has its own nuisance, di po ba? So, ina-adjust po yon, pero meron na silang mga structure na pwedeng gamitin ng mga educator. Kasi mga educator, they know the content. But letting the educators utilize and augment their teaching that way, it helps them give them a real life situation, which will allow our learners for a future ready skills. Pero pag sinabi natin ng mga students, hindi lang naman po ang mga di ba? Hindi lang naman yung mga K-12, kagaya sabi ni Ma'am kanina, tayo lahat, estudyante tayo at any given point in time. Nag-aaral tayo.
that's right.
At any given time, educator tayo because we mentor and we teach others. So Microsoft has created what they call a Microsoft Educator Center, and it's being updated by educators like you, because at the end of the day, kayo po ang magsasabi kung ano yung tama, kung ano yung acceptable, at kung ano man yung nararapat para ma-assess natin sila at future-ready skills ng ating mga kabataan.
But Rhodora, to be able to use all these resources from or by Microsoft, you have to enroll with them and then pay, magbabayad ka.
Sa ngayon po, Microsoft licenses for educators, lalo na for school, kasi ang focus nila mga schools, schools and universities. You can use it for free, A1. They have Microsoft Office 365 A1 license, and you can utilize it online. So if you have any schools or universities that may need help, I am here. I'm committing myself to help you with your, and I'm willing to help them kasi iisa lang naman po ang ating bottom line, di po ba? Ang bottom line natin is makatulong sa isa't isa kasi pag nagtulungan tayo, parang sinasabi natin walang iwanan. Ano po?
Yeah.
So that's for right now po, it is free for schools.
Okay.
Okay, so Microsoft Suite is now LMS, Learning Management Software.
It's not considered as a learning management tool kasi we have like a learning management tool like Moodle or Canva, but Microsoft Teams
It's not.
It's not. It augments the learning material, the LMS, but it's not classified as an LMS.
LMS, no.
For small schools, siguro it's good enough for them kasi hindi naman nila kailangan yung big learning management system kagaya ng ginagamit natin sa mga universities. Pero private schools, that should be sufficient for them.
Sure.
Now, is this international? I mean, you have people cooperating and learning, I mean, all over the world. Philippines, you name it, Dubai, Australia.
Opo, international po siya kasi being Microsoft, that's their focus kasi ang sabi nila, if we give the right education, pag sinabi nila na we are here to empower everybody, hindi yung public school lang, private school lang, ayaw po nila ng gano'n. They made it really reachable para sa ating mga eskwelahan. Kasi these are our future kasi.
Okay, so your business is about a training. You are a training vendor sa mga schools. Yun?
Ang tawag ko po sa sarili namin, ang Amicus KOI is what I call a solution integrator. Ano po? So what I do is that I understand, I'll talk to the university schools, mga principals, mga directors, ano po. And then I'll try to understand what they have. And then after that, I'll partner with partners kasi hindi po naman ako naniniwala dun sa Jackie of all trades, master of everything. Wala pong ganon eh.
Right.
But I'm blessed that I have met with really good partners with similar advocacy that I have. Okay. And so they complete my solution na tinatawag. And then I include the training. But all my trainings are educators. At kasi po, if I empower them, mas sustainable para sa kanila. At sila naman po ang talagang kasama ng mga estudyante, di ba po? Sa araw-araw.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, Tita Baset?
Okay, now Rhodora, let's go. One aim ng ating show is to inspire, inspiration. Ngayon, ang tanong ko ay, how did you paano ka lumipat from educator classroom to what you're doing now? Paano? Anong inspiration mo? Paano mo naisip na magkaroon ng ganitong advocacy ngayon?
Ang nangyari po, well, I graduated nga ng Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education.
ESED, correct.
When we migrated to Australia in 1987, when I was applying for a job, both of my parents are professors, teachers din po sila.
Okay.
So sila po yung namili ng course ko. Dati po gusto ko sana maging stewardess. Sabi ng dad ko, anak, maging isa kang anak na babae, bawal. Sige po, sabi ko po, commerce. Anak, konti lang ang kinakailangan sa bangko. Ano po pag-aaralan ko? So sabi nila, teacher kami pareho. Di teacher po. Sabi ko, sige, then I chose my school. And then when we migrated to Australia, they're looking for a local experience. I need to teach
wala ka.
Australian local experience. Sabi ko, I doubt that will happen. So I shifted to technology because I was studying programming naman po din dati. And then after, so I helped. So I still volunteer, even though I'm a project manager in the United States. I still volunteer as a teacher. Any teaching that I can do available, so I taught them. And then and I always hear that educators are having some pastime kasi busy na sila sa pagtuturo. And then I just needed to transition and help them. So in 2018, I was in the United States for like 20 years. And my mother, who's here in Australia, she needs some PLC na. So sabi ko, I needed to have an opportunity where my time will be flexible for my mom. And at the same time, I really wanted to help the educators. And I know that kasi kilala naman nila ako, komportable naman sila sa knowledge ko, sa technology. Then I said, okay, well, I'll concentrate first in the Microsoft Education one, anything with educators to help them make it easier or hopefully augment their teaching sa classroom. Yun po ang naging dahilan. And I am enjoying myself, and I have
Oh,
taught more than 25,000 teachers, and
wow.
it's online, and I am so blessed, and I'm happy to see them that at least they're happy, uh, in spite of what's happening to us here as a COVID. At least they know that they can still continue teaching, and which is parang I can sleep easy at night kasi alam ko na
Oh,
pagkagising ko sa umaga, nakakatulong pa rin ako sa kanila.
Very
that's
good.
nice.
Very good.
Wow,
Very good.
thank you,
Oo,
Rodora. Yes.
very
What
good.
I know that there are so many agencies there in the Philippines that they are partnering with Microsoft. Like the
Opo.
ICT, they do that. Department of Education, they do. Microsoft, right? They have partnership with them. Um, ano ang difference nyo in your company? What is the
Okay.
difference of I mean the unique part of your company?
Okay. So for Microsoft, we have a lot of partners. Ano po, there are different partners with different niche expertise na tinatawag.
Mm.
We have probably so many, siguro mga more than 6,000 as a partner. Ako po, ang concentration ko, I'm a Microsoft Global Training Partner, wherein ang Microsoft po will have partners like me who will be doing the training, hand-holding sa mga customers. Kasi po, Microsoft, if you look at different layers, Microsoft will deal directly with the Department of Education in the central office. And then as a next layer down would be the SDS and then mga eskwelahan. So ako po, I'm directly helping the schools at saka ang ating mga SDS. Sila po ang aking mga tinutulungan para po, kasi Department of Education in Philippines has purchased the license already kasi maganda yung service, yung licensing po ng Microsoft is that one teacher, you'll have 40 right to use for students. So isang license po, pwedeng makinabang ang 40 students. So at least you don't have to be in the private school to know technology. And I had the opportunity to meet up with a lot of very good mayors and very good
Very
SDS
good. Very
who's
good.
opo at nagkaroon po ng pagkakataon na sinulungan ko po sila at they are true to their words, they're helping the teachers and the students more so. So
Very
yun po yung pagkakataon. And then it's so nice that when I went to one of the Quezon City Animation Fair, we had like students from grade 6 to grade 12. We taught them the technology. We taught the teachers the technology. Yung teachers, binigyan ng projects ang kanilang mga
mga
estudyante.
bata. Okay.
You should see how students stood up there in a public school, stood up there very proud of what they
Very
have
good.
accomplished.
Oh,
And then the students, kompleto yung auditorium po, na punong-puno, nakaupo yung mga bata
Wow.
kasi natutuwa sila na meron pala kaming part. And that is a wonderful, hindi mo
yes.
hindi niyo mapapalitan yung video po.
Yung kanilang
Exactly.
tuwa. Very good. Ano yung
Opo.
SDS pala? Can you please tell us what does SDS mean?
SDS
Yeah, sinabi mo kanina, SDS.
Superintendent, tita.
po.
Yung
SDS daw. Superintendent. Mga
So,
superintendent.
I beg your pardon, no, superintendent po.
Subdivision
Mga
school.
superintendent.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Now it's clear. Okay.
Rhodora, okay, so
Apa.
you master ang training Microsoft suite and whatever components in there. Like sa amin ni Tita Josie, Tita Pasit, we want to learn, right?
Of course, yeah.
What is the best part of Microsoft Suite that you think teachers are how will I say that, Tita? Parang nagustuhan talaga nila. Oo.
Yeah, oo.
That
Para
they will
tayong,
benefit. That they
Yeah.
will benefit very much. What is
para tayong amateurs ay
Oo.
matuto din and then we'll also, be able to use it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think? Anong pinaka the best?
So the best thing that I have encountered with this is that it's the structure of teaching. It's the structure of the information that you will share. Saka yung lessons that it will start from when we're training them. We start from basic all the way until they're ready sa pinakamahirap, which is a plus for any educator. Ang lahat po ng educator na kausap ko is that tayo po mga educator, kinakailangan makaupo tayo, magawa natin yon bago natin masabi na kaya ba natin to.
Mhm.
Kinakailangan, we will not just read on documents, di po ba?
Correct.
Kinakailangan, we have to, and then you be the judge. I'll be the judge whether the tools will help me. So ganun po. So ang ginagawa ko po sa akin mga training is that I'll make sure that I'll give them a hands-on training. Kasi until such time na sabihin nilang nasubukan na nila, nagawa na nila, hindi nila masasabi na komportable ako dito sa tools na ito. So ganun po ang ginagawa ko sa lahat ng mga training ko. Meron po kaming time and then I allow them to do the activities with me. Recently, we just started our school year. So when we have workshops, I'll make sure that at the end of the workshops is that gawa na yung kanilang upcoming school year. Kasi whether they are there for provided to them by the schools or the Department of Education or by CHED, they are spending time. And for us, and I respect their time, everything is all about investment, di po ba? It's an investment of their time and effort.
Mhm,
So I might
that's
as well do something about it kesa ang grupo tatrabaho sila ngayon, tapos mamaya tatrabaho pa sila ulit.
Correct.
So at least pag tapos ng workshop, nagawa na po nila. Pwede po ba akong mag-share ng aking screen?
Sure.
Of
Pwede po?
course.
Okay, so I'll share my screen. I'll just give you an idea kung ano po ba ang kasama ng ating, pag sinasabi ko pong Microsoft Educator.
Very
So sa ngayon po, sabi po ay my sharing is disabled. Pwede po ba niyo akong payagang mag-share?
Okay.
Sure.
Thank
We
you po.
we need Johan
Yeah, Johan too.
to permit her. Oh,
Johan,
Johan.
are you there?
Wala.
Johan?
Johan.
Okay.
Wala siya.
Wala si Johan. Okay, so kasi po minsan alam naman natin na ako po pag I need to see it visual po tayo
Right,
mga
ako rin.
learners.
Visual din
true.
ako.
Oo.
Ako din.
So isa po sa mga kasama sa pag-aaral natin sa Microsoft Education Center is that you must have heard Minecraft. Ano po? Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft, correct.
So what Minecraft does or teaches is that it's a computational thinking. For students that you have met, kaya ako yung mga pamangkin ko, tinatanong ko yung lahat ng kanilang pinag-aaralang laro. Kasi I wanted, most of the kids now, they just sit in the corner, do whatever they want to do. Leave me alone, parang ganun po, di ba? Leave me alone. So ang ginagawa ko po is I learned the games that they're playing.
Correct.
I wanted to be able to know, do they have like moral obligation? Alam ba nila yung tama't mali? Yung po mga ganun. And our common denominators will be the games that they got on them. What Minecraft is helping them is that Microsoft has purchased Minecraft because Minecraft teaches them how to sequential thinking, process-oriented, troubleshooting, communication. So if we, kasi karamihan na ng mga kabataan natin ngayon, when they hit a snag, nagkaroon sila ng problema, sasabihin nila, I don't want that, I changed my mind. Para pong gano'n, di po ba? But pagka po kayo may kakilalang mga kabataan na naglaro na ng Minecraft, tanong niyo sa kanila, how do you build Minecraft? The first thing that they will need to tell you is that I needed to be able to read the instruction, follow the instruction, provide all my sequence and my process, and then build it if it works out. And kung hindi ma-build, I needed to have a plan A and a plan B. So if we will be able to teach that to our students,
right.
whatever industry that they will choose to have, whether one of the educators too, police, or ano pa man, doktor, lahat po ng process na yon, kung ingrained sa kanila at a young age, magiging natural na ulit sa kanila. Kasi we're finding that is the gap that we're seeing sa mga generations. Ito ba?
Correct.
So that's what Minecraft, and we now have 9 basic lessons for educators to use. And para po tayong nung nag-aaral po ako, I just drink coffee, maligaya na ako. Ang mga kabataan, ang mga kabataan po ngayon, di ba? They need to have technology. It's part of them.
Their
And
life.
in the 40-minute lesson, there's a time for lecture, and there's a time for building something, and there's a time for collaboration. And if we manage to do that, then the kids and the students will know that they have skin in the game para pong ganun ang nangyayari.
Uh-huh. That's wonderful. Yeah. Kailangan nating, besides the head, kailangan pa rin natin talaga yung character, develop the character mga bata, like patience, perseverance, di ba? Huwag yung,
Opo.
kasi agad-agad gusto nila give up because some games nila right away, ando ang sagot, ando ang no, some of them,
Opo.
gusto ng mga bata ganun lagi. But,
I have a question more, Tita.
okay.
So you have been training teachers, right?
Opo.
How many hours that you spent training teachers? Because most of the teachers, they are resistant when it comes to this, like technology.
Some of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Uh-huh.
So some of the teachers are very resistant to this.
Correct. Uh-huh.
How many hours you spend in order for us to learn? In your one, let's say the one you are saying, you said that first, in your first meeting with the teachers, the curriculum is prepared, right? Like that. And then you will put that in the program, the Microsoft Suite. How many hours would it take for you to teach us?
The one that the one that we just finished is that typically we have 4 hours, and then we allow them for a self-paced learning and the so it's a combination of online. So sa ngayon po kasi it's an online, and there are different tools. Only what is needed in the classroom, and then we have our last training. We ended up for 5 days. Kasi gusto po ng principal na gawin na natin 4 hours a day, and then for 5 days. So we managed to capture that. And I just have to make sure na at the end of the workshop that they have built something already. Kasi gagamitin nila yun eh. Kasi either way, they are preparing for the upcoming school year. So any preparation that they do is that in preparation to the classroom. Kasi educators have a lot of content. It's just that it's all, sabihin na natin, scattered sa ngayon. Di ba?
Papel lang. Huh?
So ang pinapakita ko lang po sa kanila is that let us help you organize how you organize your class, how you organize your time. Kasi meron na po silang lahat nun eh. And akala po nila, sasabihin nila, magsisimula naman kami ng panibago.
Right.
But po, hindi naman po kayo magsisimula. It's just na lalagay nyo lang po siya sa isang
sa digital na
para accessible na sa inyo lahat. Hindi nyo na iisa-isahin yung pag-check ng mga papers at yung pag-grade na doon na may mga rubrics na po sila lahat doon. So sa simula po, they are sasabihin nila sa akin kasi I'm been working with deans of the universities, sasabihin nila na
nandiyan na naman.
Magre-retire na lang ako. Naku, wag po. So sabi ko po sa kanila, Ma'am, these are the things that you have written when you were doing your master's degree and your doctorate degree. All of the technology now finally caught up with your vision. Ngayon, ayaw yun na ngayon. So sabi ko, wag po kayo. Kasi po, talaga naman, I am so blessed that I met a lot of yung po bang nasa pedestal sila pag sinabing CHED, nasa pedestal sila pag sinabing Department of Education, yung mga ganun. Sabi ko, I read your magazines and I read your book. These are the things that you were writing before. This is it na po.
They got it in there. Yeah.
But Rhodora, I noted that ang Philippines sa ngayon, do parang hindi ko pa alam kung naka-invent na sila ng kanilang LMS. Still, they are taking LMS in here, buying licenses outside the Philippines.
Yeah,
Do you know LMS software now in the Philippines?
Yeah, we have created like there are schools that using like things like Orange apps, yung mga learner, may mga marami na po sa akin.
Mayroon na. Okay.
Marami na po. Pero ang mga sikat, syempre, yung mga model, yung mga process na ino-augment nila, dinadagdagan nila. Pero marami na rin naman po. And you would see the resilience of our educators.
Oh, that's nice.
So
And then they maintain.
to be in your program, do you have a certain grouping, should I say, that this is stage 1 of the learning process, stage 2? Do they pay for that? Do they register and pay?
For the training portions, they have some what we call a fee, professional fee, di po ba? Pero kasama naman po siya sa mga training budgets ng ating mga eskwelahan. Ganun po. At saka sabi natin nga, kung hindi natin iti-train, baka umalis. Paano po kung hindi umalis? Di ba?
Right.
Pero po yung mga left that namin yung mga directors, mga principals, and then they really meant importante sa kanila yung pagtuturo at importante sa kanila yung kanilang welfare ng kanilang mga educators.
That's good.
At saka, how will I say this? Suyo-suyo sa kay Rhodora dahil I have the thought na we will invite her, tita, sa ating invite natin siya kahit 45 minutes lang, Rhodora. Nag-court
kahit
na
po
kayo.
matagal.
Nag-court na kayo ni Rhodora. But we will talk about that. I am very interested about this because technology, students, if you are a student, if you are a teacher, ngayon nga mga nanay, tingnan mo si Tita Josie, si Tita Pased, ngayon they know how to navigate na sa mga Facebook. You cannot escape technology in this generation now. So that is very good. How many trainers you have, Rhodora, in your team, in your business?
Sa Philippines po, I have 6.
Okay. All right. That's nice. That's nice to know. Wow, this is so cool.
So when I opened it up, nagsimula po ako sa US, anong journey ko sa aking Microsoft Education platform. And then the New Jersey Microsoft branch, they are so generous with the information. And I said to them, whatever I will start here in New Jersey, I wanted this repeatable. Repeatable in a way kasi education is international naman, di po ba? So sabi ko, I am planning to open one up sa Australia at saka sa Philippines then. And everything that they taught me, it's also repeatable, and I'm so blessed meeting them. Lahat po ng kagaya po ng pagkakataon natin ngayon, lahat po may dahilan, di po ba? So,
your choice of Australia, what prompted you to
stay
be
there
in Australia? What is in Australia that attracted you?
Australia is, I guess, nag-migrate ang family ko. Pero lahat naman po tayo nagsisimula sa something. Nung nagsimula po ako dito sa Australia, naghahanap po sila ng aking local experience. Graduate naman ako, tapos ang una-una kong naging trabaho, ang nakalagay sa advertisement, sweet person needed for sweet position. Tapos nag-apply ako. Sweet person. Dapat itinago ko yung advertisement.
For a sweet position. Okay.
For a sweet position. Tapos nagpunta po ako at in-interview ako, sabi sa akin nung supervisor, so why do you think you qualify for this job?
Because I'm sweet.
So, you know what? I really don't know what this job is all about, but it says there, sweet person needed for sweet position. And I think I'm sweet enough. But the company name is it's a Darrelly, parang Cadbury chocolate.
Okay. Chocolate factory. Okay.
So sila yung una nagturo sa akin what it's like to work here in Australia.
Dahil chocolate.
Para po yung I Love Lucy.
Yeah, that's true.
Nandun sa machine, umaandar sa conveyor machine.
Kinakain niya.
Ganun po ginagawa ko dati.
That's so
But,
cool.
but anything that I learned, all the journey that I have, I learned in all the
Yes,
experiences that I
yes.
have.
How many Filipinos do you have in Australia?
I don't have the count po. Pasensya na.
Okay.
Pasensya na po. Pero
Another
masyadong
thing.
maliit ang Australia eh. We only have, New South Wales is only 8 million. New South Wales.
Oh,
So,
I see.
So, how do you teach sa mga bata like grade 1, grade 2 sa
the,
computer?
the technology that they have, yung mga teachers nalilito pa dun sa Microsoft Teams, yung mga bata
Hindi na.
nandoon na sa susunod na page. So
Do you know something?
they're so quick. They have
Yeah.
Wow.
Ngayon bumalik na po ulit yung mga early childhood kasi nagsisimula ang eskwela sa Philippines sa early childhood po. That last year medyo ayaw pa ng mga parents po.
Uh-huh.
Pero dahil na-realize nila na importante yung foundation kasi tinuturuan pa rin ng mga values. So binalik na huli nila ulit yung kanilang mga early childhood sa pag-aaral. And they are so quick. And then they have, not all of them can read, but they can definitely understand the instruction. They can listen to the instruction. And because we have this immersive reading na nga po, if you have like, ang sabi ko sa mga teachers, you step back from the computer because it is not your make. You are not used to staring at the computer for the whole day. So sabi ko sa kanila, use your listening skills. Kasi doon ma-develop ng mga bata yung kanilang mga reading comprehension, yung listening comprehension. Po. So sabi ko, and the good thing with the technology now is that you can, what we call read aloud. Mm-hmm. You can step away and then the technology will just read the book for you.
Correct.
And then that allows you to use your listening skills.
Correct.
Hindi lang puro reading lang.
Correct.
So, kaya po sa mga early childhood, that's what we do. We have like immersive reader that it will just read the instructions for them.
Wow, this is very interesting. When were you able to teach there in the Philippines before you went to Australia?
Opo, nagturo po ako sa Centro Escolar University sa Parañaque.
How many years?
At saka 1 year lang po. Tapos nung umuwi po kami sandali, nagturo po ako sa Lourdes School of Mandaluyong.
Okay.
Sandali rin lang pero ang feeling ko po parang nakapag-retire po ako doon sa mga eskwelahan na yon kasi when they see me, the way that they are very hospitable and the way that they talk to me, pag nagkukwentuhan po kami, sasabihin nila, anong year ka nga nag-retire? Hindi po, 2 taon lang po ako sa kasama ninyo eh. Sabi na, akala namin ang tagal mo. Sabi ko, pero salamat po.
So cool. Right. Wow. It's so nice to have you here, Rhodora. It's just that I have a lot of questions when it comes to technology, but we don't have a lot of time anymore. This time, we are very happy that you came over, and we will talk more about some projects, and we want to share to our viewers about the inspiring messages. I saw that one of the slides in there you have prepared, and we want you to share that later. So we want Tita Josie first, and then Teacher Pasit, and then you, and I will end that.
That's right.
Okay. Tita Josie, it's your turn. I have mine here too later.
Why don't you do first? I didn't know I have to read.
Tita Pasit.
Okay, let me go. Okay, all right now. Rhodora, I must tell you that your journey has been very interesting and I'm sure inspiring sa ating mga nakikinig. Kasi from a teacher to a businesswoman and then doing this thing that is so important right now kasi very crucial talaga na ang ating education ay ituloy kahit na may pandemya. So I am very happy to meet you and to know your journey. Now let me share this quote from Snoopy. Si Snoopy, this cartoon character. Okay. it is said, it's not the things we get, but the hearts we touch that will measure our success in life. And Rodoria,
Wow.
you are touching a lot of hearts among the teachers and the children. So
Mm.
I claim your success. You already are
Yes.
successful.
Yes.
Thank you po.
Very.
Welcome.
Tita Josie?
Okay, I'm ready now. Thank you. Okay, mine is this: the secret of change. You know, sometimes when you think about changing, you're thinking of for the betterness, should I say, right?
Better,
You
correct.
want to forget the old things, whatever happened in the past. You just want to forget it so you can start going forward.
Okay.
And that is very good thought to have. You know, mine is the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the
The
new.
new. Very
Wow.
good. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
True,
The past
true.
is past.
Yes.
Yes, the past is past.
Correct. Uh-huh.
Maria, it's your turn.
For my case, my favorite pastime is to study, and sharing what I have learned is my passion. And I am blessed, and I thank God for the skills that it's given to me. So sabi ko po, gigising ako araw-araw at kung makakatulong ako sa mga matutulungan ko is malaking importansya po sa akin yun. Kung mapansin niyo po, ang Amicus KOI Solutions, pag napansin niyo po, I have three kinds of fish intertwined together. Sabi ko po, let me teach them how to fish so that they will be able to live and be sustainable.
Correct.
Let me not just give them a fish para umasa lang sila sa mga tao, but teach them how to fish para magawa nila yung gusto nilang gawin.
That is
Exactly.
So, yun
Exactly.
po ang aking ano.
Wow, what an inspiration that is.
Yeah.
Very
Mm.
good. Yes. And here, guys, mine is I will end this up with this: never give up. Never. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we are curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new path. So never give up. Tayong mga women, apat tayo, we see the power in us too. As a woman, Tita Josie, Tita Pasit, and Rhodora, I see that there is passion in you, there is power in you. This is all about women nowadays. Within us, there is power, inspiration, and we have hope to move
Correct.
on and never give up.
exactly.
Guys, keep on watching our show, The Teacher Voice. We are inspiring people through the stories of our dear teachers, teachers from different parts of the world.
The world.
Right now, Rhodora is there in New Zealand,
Australia.
in Australia, and we are happy to see you here and share
Thank you.
your experience. Thank you, Rhodora.
Thank you,
Marami
Rhodora.
pong salamat.
Thank you.
Tapasit and Tita Josie.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ingat. Maraming pong
Rhodora.
salamat.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye, Rhodora. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you po. Thank you.